Jai Hind, class 9th maths paper of term 1 exam. Let us see the solution. So first there is section A, MCQ type. So comes to the question number 1. First question is related with definition of irrational number. So what is irrational number? Non-terminating and non-recurring. So non-terminating, it means the after decimal the digits will go till infinite times, and non-recurring, it means the digits are not repeating, they are different and randomly they are not same, so infinitely, so non-recurring or non-terminating. Therefore answer of first question is C. First question answer is C. So repeating means repeating means rational number. This is called repeating. Non-terminating and repeating is also called rational number. So rational number means repeating and terminating, or non-terminating, repeating but non-terminating also rational number, and irrational number non-repeating and non-terminating. So non-recurring means non-repeating. Next, second question. Question 2 is find the value of 0.54 bar in the form of P upon Q. So in second question, 0.54 bar. So what we do in shortcut way, because it is MCQ, so we can write to put two decimals and there is bar. So bar we put 9 two times. So this is the answer. Since it is also cancelling by 9 6 ja and 9 11 ja, so 6 by 11 is the answer. A option is answer. And if we want to solve it, first we assume it 0.54 bar, and 0.54 bar means 0.54 54 and so on. Then multiply by 100 because two digit is there in, so multiply both side by 100. So 100x, other side become 54.545454 infinite times. So equation 1 and equation 2 subtracting, it gives us 100x minus 1x, 100x minus 1x, it gives us 99x. Other side we also subtract 54.45454 minus 0.5454. so we see that after decimal there is equal values, so after decimal there is become 0, so it become only 54. So 99x equal to 54, x equal to 54 upon 99, and cancelling by 9 we get 6 upon 11. So this is the complete method. Next, come to question number 3. Question 3 is find the value of 256 power 0.16 into 256 power 0.09. How we solve it? Let us see. The number is 256 and power is above this is called power 0.16 and this is called base. So base, there is 2 times with 256 and 2 times are power. One time is 0.16, another time is 0.09. So what we use? We use formula a raised power m into a raised power n. It gives us a raised power m plus n. Therefore here a is 256 and m is 0.16 and n is 0.09. These numbers we are using to substitute in the formula. So we can say that 256 power 0.16 plus 0.109. So 16 plus 9 we get 25, and since 2 decimal is there, so it becomes 0.25. So 256 power 0.25, 0.25 we remove the decimal, we get 25 upon 100. So 256, 25 by 100, 25 cancel 100 4 times. So 256 power 1 over 4. 256 is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 8 times. Factorization we get. So what we see after factorization, it can be written as 2 raised power 8 and power 1 over 4. So 2 raised to power 8 times power 1 over 4. So we know that a raised to power m whole power n can be written as a raised to power mn. Therefore 2 raised to power 8 times 1 over 4. 4 cancel 8 2 times. So 2 power 2, that means 4 is the answer in the question number 3rd. Next question is 4th. In question 4, the question is the product of two irrational number is always. So two irrational number. So let us take an example. In example first, we take irrational number root 2, and second we take irrational number 2 root 2. So what we see, it becomes 2 because square root a times square root a, square root a times square root a, it gives us a. So root 2 times root 2 is 2. In this way we can say the answer is, this is rational number. Irrational number multiply irrational number gives rational number. But take another example. Suppose root 2 and root 3. So what we see, the root become common for both the number. So root 2 into root 3 in square root. So square root, it becomes 6. So square root 6 is irrational number. And previously we got rational number. So both the answer are different. Therefore we can say both irrational and rational number together are called real number. So real number comes under the two category. One is rational number, another is irrational number. So this is the answer. So C option is the answer. In question number 5, if x equal to 2 minus square root 3, then find x plus 1 upon x. So there is given x equal to 2 minus square root 3. So after reciprocal it will give us 1 over x. So 1 over x is 1 upon 2 minus square root 3. So what we see, the denominator has 2 minus square root 3. So we rationalize it. How we rationalize it? We multiply both numerator and denominator by 2 plus square root 3. So 2 plus square root 3 multiplying both numerator and denominator. So it will give us 1 over x. So in denominator we see a minus b times a plus b. It is formula of a square minus b square. So we write in denominator 2 square minus square root 3 square. In numerator 1 times 2 plus square root 3, it gives us 2 plus square root 3. So 2 square is 4, square root 3 is 3. So we get 4 minus 3 in denominator, and numerator we write as it is. By default every number has denominator 1. So there is denominator also 1 of 2 plus square root 3. So 2 plus square root 3 upon 1, it gives us 2 plus square root 3. So this is 1 over x value. So it is equation 1, and x equal to 2 minus square root 3. There is two values. So what we do? We add the both equation. So x plus 1 over x, it gives us 2 minus square root 3 plus 2 plus square root 3. So minus square root 3 plus square root 3 cancel out. 2 plus 2 gives us 4. So answer is 4. So there is the option given B, 4. So B answer is correct. Next question number 6. Question 6. The question is the degree of a zero polynomial is. So zero polynomial, it indicates that the x power 0 and there is some coefficient 32. So 32 x power 0. So its degree is, this x power is called degree. So degree of zero polynomial has 0 answer. So A option is correct. So 32x power 0, it can also be written as 32. So it has 0 degree polynomial. So A option is correct. Next come to 7th question. Question 7th is the 0 of a polynomial x plus 5. So there is given x plus 5. So what we do, we put this x plus 5 equal to 0. Why? Because we are finding the 0 of polynomial. So we are equating this x plus 5 equal to 0. Now subtracting both side 5, we get x equal to minus 5. 0 minus 5 is minus 5. And left side x plus 5 minus 5 gives us x. So x equal to minus 5 is the answer. So minus 5 is given in B option. So answer of this question is B, minus 5. Next come to question number 8. The question 8 is, if k4 lies on the graph 3x minus y equal to 11, find the value of k. So in 8th question, there is a given equation 3x minus y equal to 11, and this equation of line has point k comma 4. So what we do, we plug in the value of x equal to k, so it becomes 3k minus y we plug in with 4 equal to 11. So adding both side 4, we get 11 plus 4. 11 plus 4 is 15. So 3k equal to 15. So k equal to 15 upon 3, it gives us 5. So k x equal to 5, that is given in B option is answer. Next question number 9. So in question 9, the question is, the point of the form a comma minus a where a not equal to 0 lies on. Since there is given points a comma minus a, so this is called x value and a second value is called y value. Since there is x and y both has value, and since it is not if x value is 0, then it lies on y axis, but x is not equal to 0, it is a, and a is not equal to 0 given here. And similarly y is not equal to 0, therefore if y is 0, then it lies on x axis. So a and b option are eliminated. Third option, line x y equal to x, so it means x equal to y, it means both value of x and y are equal. No, it is not equal. A is not equal to minus a. So come to D option. In the paper, D option is x plus y equal to 0. So if we add a and minus a, we get 0. Yes, so D option is the correct answer. Next question number 10. In the 10th question, the length of the linear equation 2x minus 3y equal to 6 is a line which meets the x-axis at the point. So x-axis, on x-axis what is 0? Y. On x-axis y is 0. So in 10th question, what we do, we plug in y equal to 0. So there is given 2x minus 3y equal to 6. So on x-axis what is 0? Y. So remember it, axis is important. On x-axis y equal to 0. So we plug in the value of y equal to 0. So 2x minus 0, 3 into 0 is 0, equal to 6. So 2x equal to 6, x give us 6 over 2, that will equal to 3. So this is the answer. Next question number 11. If p of x equal to x plus 4, then p of x plus p of minus x is what? So first there is given p of x equal to x plus 4, and p of minus x, it will be equal to, we plug in the value of x with minus x, so it become minus x plus 4. So adding both the equation, we get p of x plus p of minus x equal to x plus 4 minus x plus 4 equal to what? Equal to some value. X cancel out, plus 4 is 8, so 8 is correct answer. So 8 is given in option number D. So D is correct answer for this 11th question. So D option is the answer. Answer is D. Question number 12. The question is, if x minus 2 is a factor of x square plus 3ax minus 2a, then a equal to what? So x minus 2 is a factor, so there is a polynomial given. Polynomial is x square plus 3ax minus 2a equal to 0. And since x minus 2 is a factor, so x minus 2 is a factor, so what it means, we plug in it equal to 0, so it gives us x equal to 2. So this is polynomial p of x square plus 3ax minus 2a. So what we do, there is not equal to 0, only 2a is there, so we plug in the value of x with 2. So p of 2 will be obtained. There is x square, so it become 2 square now. There is 3ax, so it become 3a times 2 because x is 2 minus 2a. So 2 square is 2 into 2, that 4. 3a into 2, that gives us 6a minus 2a. 6a minus 2a, it gives us 4a plus 4. So p of 2 is 4 plus 4a. And since it gives us remainder 0, because it is a factor. So what we do, we subtracting both side 4, so minus 4 equal to 4a. Dividing both side by 4, we get minus 1 equal to a. So a equal to minus 1 is the correct answer, and a equal to minus 1 is given in D option. In D option, a equal to minus 1 is, so answer D is correct. Next question number 13. The coefficient of x in the expression of x plus 3 whole cube is. So in 13th question, there is the given expression x plus 3 whole cube. Whole cube formula we open. So its formula is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. This is the expression of a plus b whole cube. So coefficient of x term is this third term. So coefficient of x is this. Coefficient of x is here. So its coefficient means this 3 into 3 square is coefficient of x. So 3 square is 9, 9 3 are 27, so answer is 27. So which option is 27? So there is in D option, there is given 27. So D option correct for this answer. So answer D is correct. Next question number 14. Question 14 is the mirror image of point minus 3 2 with respect to x-axis. Mirror image. Since we know that this is coordinate axis we are drawing, this is y, this is minus y, this is x, this is minus x. So minus 3, x is minus 3, so it is second or fourth quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. There is total 4 quadrant. So minus 3 2, x is minus 3, y is plus 2, y is positive in above, so it is related with second quadrant. So minus 3 2 is in second quadrant, is linked with second quadrant. So its mirror image will be in third quadrant, its mirror image in first quadrant. So it means x will be positive and y will be positive, so both will be positive. So in 14th question, there is D option is given, 3, 2 positive. So in this answer, D is the answer. Mirror image means left right change, isn't it? Yes. Next 15th question number. The question is the number of dimensions a line has. Since a line has straight this way, this is the arrow, so this is the line. So there is x, there is minus x. How many axes is there? X axis. Only one dimension is there. So answer is one dimension. Which option is there in one dimension? So we see the option So B option is correct in 15th question. So answer is B. Next question number 16. Question 16 is the angle. If one angle of triangle is 130 degree, then the angle between the other two angles will be. So one angle of triangle is 130 degree. The other angles between the bisectors of other angle, bisectors of other two angles. So there is a triangle. This is the triangle. This is the angle 130 degree. So we draw the larger triangle. This is 130 degree. So it means bisector of these two angles will meet somewhere in the triangle, and since total sum is 180 degree, so suppose this is A, B, C. So sum of A plus C is what? All the sum is 180 degree. So it is 180 minus 130. So 180 minus angle B. So it means 180 minus 130, 50 degree. So angle A plus C is 50 degree. So bisector of it means A plus C equal to 50 degree. And multiply half all the equation, we get half of angle A plus half of angle C equal to 25 degree. So it means sum of these two angles is 25 degree. So third angle is suppose O. So angle O can be calculated by subtracting from 180 the half of angle A and half of angle C. So 180 minus half of angle A plus half of angle C, that means 25. So it gives us 155 degree. This is the answer. So we see option D is 155 degree. Option D is 155 degree. Next question number 17. Question number 17. In question number 17, the question is the measure of an angle is 5 times its complementary. Find the angle. So the measure of an angle is 5 times. So 5 times is given in the sentence. So measure of an angle is 5 times. So let the angle be x and 5x. These are two angles. So the measure of an angle is 5 times its complement. So complement means sum of two angles is 90 degree. So according to problem, x plus 5x equal to 90. So x plus 5x gives us 6x. So dividing both sides by 6, we get 15. X equal to 15. So first angle is 15 degree. So A option is the answer. Next question number 18. Question 18 is the abscissa of a point is positive in the abscissa. What is abscissa? This is the quadrant. So this is y-axis. This is called ordinates. And this is x-axis, plus x minus x. This is called abscissa. So question is asking the abscissa of a point is positive in the abscissa of a point is positive in the. So this is first quadrant, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. So here is x positive. So this is first and fourth quadrant. So first and fourth quadrant is given in the D option. D option, first and fourth quadrant. So D option is the answer. There is two questions, 19 and 20, assertion and region based question. So in the section, in this type of question, assertion A, it says if two angles of a triangle are 40 degree and 60 degree, two angles are 40 degree and 60 degree, then find the third angle will be, then third angle will be 100 degree. So third angle first angle is 40 degree, second angle is 60 degree. Sum of all the sum of these two angle is 100 degree. So third angle will be subtracted from 180 degree. We get third angle, that means 80 degree. So first there is given third angle will be 100 degree. So wrong. It is, assertion is wrong. It is wrong. So in assertion wrong is given in false, it means. So D option it says assertion is false, and A and B both says assertion and reason are true. So it means assertion is false, that means D option is correct answer. Next question number 20. Assertion A. Assertion means two adjacent angles are always supplementary. Two adjacent angles are always supplementary. Adjacent, what is the figure? Reason. Two supplementary angles have the sum 180 degree. This is the true. Two supplementary angles is the reason is true. Because supplementary means sum of two angles is 180 degree. But assertion means there is saying two adjacent angles are always supplementary. So in parallelogram, two adjacent angles are supplementary. Yes, because they are co-interior angle, they are supplementary. But there is both A and B option may be right, because both assertion and reason are true. But reason R is the correct explanation of A assertion, then A option will be correct. And if reason is incorrect, not related with assertion, then B option is right. So we see two supplementary have the sum 180 degree. Therefore two adjacent angle always supplementary in the parallelogram. So we can say A option is correct. So here answer A is correct. I hope you enjoyed in this section A, and there is 27 minutes has gone. So this is the one MCQ type question, but it takes lot of time. So think about it, how we have a smart study to solve them, that we have discussed here in explained way. Revise it. Okay.